Armenia is an increasingly popular destination. In recent years, tourist numbers have shot up, and it's very easy to see why. From dramatic mountainous landscapes and sparkling lakes to genocide memorials and the massive Mother Armenia statue, the scenery is stunning wherever you go. As such, there is loads of great hiking to be had. Also, find out interesting facts about Armenia's UNESCO-listed bread towards the end of the video. As it was the first nation to embrace Christianity, there is a myriad of incredible old monasteries, churches, and chapels to explore, and these are invariably located in the most scenic settings imaginable. Whether you have a penchant for learning about the past or are keen to see some remote and wild wonderlands, you'll find what you're looking for in this list of best places to visit in Armenia. Yerevan. By far the largest city in Armenia, the capital Yerevan is a great place to start for anyone wishing to explore Armenia. The city is home to the Grand Republic Square, while climbing the cascade to see the city's monument to Soviet victory in the Second World War is a must. Yerevan is a deeply historic city, and visiting the Armenian Genocide Memorial is a must to learn more about the nation's troubled past. The Vernissage Flea Market is worth visiting too. It is open at the weekend, while a walk through the Hrazdan Gorge is also highly recommended. Much of what Armenia has to offer can be explored during day trips from Yerevan, which is known as the City of Cafes. Yerevan is also home to Blue Mosque, which is the only mosque in the whole of the country, as well as Livan's amazing underground world, which is one of Europe's most unusual attractions. Shikahogh State Reserve. The second largest forest reserve in Armenia, Shikahogh State Reserve is so unspoiled that large parts of it remain unexplored to this day. The forest is believed to be home to animals including leopards, bears, wild goats, and vipers, and it is also thought that the Shikahogh State Reserve has about 1,100 species of plants, although its fauna has not yet been fully explored. The reserve was threatened by a planned highway in 2005, but environments successfully lobbied for the forest's future to be protected. The reserve also has several beautiful waterfalls to enjoy. Lake Sevan. Lake Sevan, found in the heart of Armenia, is the country's largest lake and a beautiful place to visit during a break in the country. The lake is surrounded by some stunning monasteries, the most impressive of them being arguably the Noravank monastery, providing a glorious scenic backdrop to a relaxing trip. Windsurfing is among the recreation activities available at the lake, which also has a wide choice of excellent seafood restaurants along its shore. Lake Sevan has several popular beaches, and as the country has no coastline, this is the best place in Armenia to sunbathe, with the Sevan Bay and its surrounding mountains providing spectacular scenery. Dilijan National Park. Armenia has 4 national parks, and Dilijan National Park may be the most beautiful of the lovely quartet. The park, which was only established in 2002, is famous for its medicinal mineral water springs as well as its natural monuments. Many of Armenia's more important cultural locations can be found within the grounds of the park, such as Hagardtsin Monastery, Goshavank Monastery, and Zhustakvank, as well as Motasavank Monastery and the Aknabat Church. The Agastev and Gatig River basins are also both within the boundaries of Dilijan National Park. Mount Aragats. Mount Aragats is one of Armenia's most stunning natural sites, with a dormant volcano located in the north of the country. It is Armenia's highest peak, and there is a lot of rock art to be enjoyed around its base, with paintings of animals and human-like figures dating back hundreds of years. Snow covers the peak almost all year round, but Mount Aragats can be climbed with July, August, and September the best times of the year to attempt the hike. The southernmost of the 4 peaks is the easiest to climb, while the northern peak at around 4,000 meters is the most challenging. Lake Arpi. While Lake Sevan can be extremely crowded during the peak tourist season, Lake Arpi has a much more relaxed feel. Used for irrigation and hydropower production, Lake Arpi is also the source of the Akurian River. In 2009, a new park was established around the lake to protect the natural environment, with around 100 species of birds known to live in the area. Lake Arpi also hosts rich flora and fauna and is a Ramsar Convention protected site. Lake Arpi has one of the largest colonies of Armenian gull, and its recreation activities include camping and walking tours. Noravank monasteries are one of Armenia's defining characteristics, and the example of Noravank is one of the most beautiful in the whole country. Sheer brick-red cliffs shield the monastery, which was built in the 13th century. Noravank is famous for its Atzvasetsin Holy Mother of God Church, while the story goes that the monastery was saved by God himself when Armenia was conquered by the Mongols hundreds of years ago. If you only choose to go to one monastery during a trip to Armenia, Noravank would be an extremely good selection. Thousands of people visit every year. Gyumri, the second largest city in Armenia, Gyumri is well worth a visit for anyone heading to the country for the first time. Perhaps the best place from which to enjoy the sights of Gyumri is the Black Fortress on the hill that overlooks the city, while the massive Mother Armenia statue can also be found nearby. Many of the most important cultural institutions of Armenia are in Gyumri, such as the Tsogzian Museum of Social Life and National Architecture of Gyumri, as well as the Aslamazian Sisters House Museum and the Sergei Merkurov House Museum. The Komairi Historic District is Gyumri's oldest area, with 1,000 ancient buildings found here. Vanadzor, Armenia's third major city, is Vanadzor, which is located in the north of the country. Vanadzor is an ideal base from which to explore the beautiful Lori region, which is certainly one of the best places to visit in Armenia. The Vanadzor Botanical Garden is one of the finest tourist attractions in the city, while visitors should also consider checking out the Vanadzor Fine Art Museum. The many mineral springs of the Lori region mean there is a wide range of terrific spas to enjoy in and around Vanadzor. Although Vanadzor is primarily an industrial city, it also houses many theaters, such as the Bohem Chamber Theater of Vanadzor and the Vanadzor Puppet Theater. Ambert Fortress. Dating back to the 7th century, Ambert Fortress is one of the most stunning places to visit in Armenia. Formerly among the Armenian kingdom's primary military defensive points, the fortress can be reached in about an hour from the capital city of Yerevan. However, snowfall can make the fortress inaccessible during the winter months, with the weather usually improving by late May. The view from the top of the fortress is truly breathtaking, while the building itself is also stunning. Ambert Fortress is a short trip from the village of Burikan, home of the Burikan Observatory. We appreciate you staying with us this far. Here's the promised bonus fact. Lavash, a traditional flatbread, forms a vital part of Armenian culture and cuisine. Typically prepared by a small group of women, it requires great effort and coordination. Bakers prepare the dough, roll it into thin layers, and stretch an oval cushion that they slap against the wall of a traditional cylindrical clay oven. Young girls start as aides and gradually gain the experience necessary for more involved functions. Men do not bake, but they make cushions and build ovens. For its cultural role, Lavash was inscribed in 2014 on the representative list of the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity. What do you think about these amazing places listed in our compilation? Comment down below and let us know your thoughts. If you enjoyed the content, uplift the channel by hitting like, subscribe, and also ring the YouTube bell to meet us again in the following video. Until next time.